Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and Droids, across our beloved empire to the first video of 2022. And we're going to give you the content you love and desire. And to get some help for today, I'm bringing on two special guests. Guest number one, the chief of the 69th precinct of the underworld, Aphelion, and his lieutenant, the promiscuous Penguin. Because what we're going to do today, AP, is we're going to do some serious speculation review, baby. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fan-freaking-tastic in 2022. It's my year. I've only wasted $0 on the game. I'm off on a good track. Let's do this.
Man, look at it. We got you nice and zoomed in. We're going to look at that. Whoa, baby. We got the high-definition webcam. We just did a meme review over on his channel. Car in the top left-hand corner, right-hand bottom. I don't know where YouTube puts it nowadays. But you know what I'm going to do to start this off? We need your input right now before we get into today's topic. There's been a pressing matter in front of the Kyber Council in regards to the status of Jawas and their alignments with the alleged force. Would you say, after recent events coming to light, that the Jawas are a light side group? No spoilers. Floor is yours.
I would say they need an entirely new designation. They need to change even their pronouns. Arnold, it's 2022. We're getting a little crazy. Their pronouns should be those -slimy boys. They steal everything. Ooh. They don't care if you're good, if you're bad, if they're good, if they're bad. They steal what they can't afford.
Finally, someone.
And that's everything.
Finally, someone could see through the lies of the Jawas, and I was someone that was being fed a lie by the Jawas. And we're going to integrate you guys into this. There is going to be a like button down below. If you agree Jawa should be light side, hit that like button. If you think Jawa should be that new tag, hit that like button so we can try to get some momentum going to get that change in Galaxy Heroes. But my friends, that is not why we are here today. We are here today for speculation review, because this month is getting me excited. Their login award, from my experience, is usually about 80% indicative of what's going to happen. What's your opinion of the login award before we get this going?
It's funny because sometimes in retrospect, the login rewards was 100% a telltale sign.
Right.
And sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with it. But this time, I believe it means something, Arnold P102.
That's exactly the enthusiasm I want to see. Ladies and gentlemen of the Kyber Council, let me present to you the login reward for 2022. Oh, also, we have some other stuff to talk about, like Omicrons, and, you know, apparently there might be some way to use more of them. We'll talk about that later. That's not as important. This is the most important thing you're watching this very second. Freaking Range Trooper is the login award for January 2022. In my hope and dream, I don't think there's a better way to start off the new year. A new Imperial Trooper. I'm going to say it right now. A new Imperial Trooper. Are you a part of the fan club? That Range Trooper is meaning we're going to get someone new in the Imperial ranks down the line.
Well, I mean, the scapegoat baby, I have no brain cells answer would be Scout Trooper because of that Moff Gideon image from so long ago.
My gosh,
we're gonna get a Flame Trooper. I just know it. It was the greatest part of Mando. We're going back to Mando content and Book of Boba soon. He's gonna have a flamethrower. He's gonna do a. It's gonna be amazing. And anyone who says otherwise is just an idiot.
I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, I would agree. You're in full if you don't agree otherwise. But yeah, if you first things first, I guess the low IQ answer will be Scout Trooper. That's kind of an answer everyone can give. We've been looking for this for a while. This is the first kind of like somewhat artwork we've seen and an ability that shows a Scout Trooper. I mean, there is already assets made. We've already seen them in some sort of Ewok Endor escalation, right, whatever the heck they call it. So it's not new to see a Scout Trooper. A playable one would be nice. Obviously, there's so many troopers out there. There's a trooper for everything. There's a trooper. There's the managerial trooper. There's the janitor trooper. There are so many troopers that they could possibly add in Galaxies, but a Purge, Flame Trooper, whatever they like to call it, a Scout Trooper would also be nice. I mean, here's the thing I've been loving for the past couple years. Imperial Troopers, almost every year, they get like a nice addition to keep them on the forefront of the meta, keeping them competitive. Obviously, Piet was the first one to really bring the Imperial Troopers back into the center of attention. And then we're like, oh man, this is great. They can't get any better. And then in the same year, they slapped us with freaking Gideon, and that elevated them even more. I mean, Gideon's got bigger and better uses. I mean, the Imperial Troopers are so good. They actually don't really need Gideon as much unless you can't outrun someone. He's used for other stuff up there. But again, two characters in a year that allows the Imperial Troopers to be the best non-legendary team. And then, of course, what was it in these guys were, you know, then that was 2020, and then in 2021 we got the Big D. So in about a 4 or 3 month span, this faction had some of the biggest improvements to them, and they are definitively the best non-legendary team. But here's the question I have to: if we are to expect a new Imperial Trooper unit, I don't know how much experience you have with them, what do you feel like they are missing when you're looking at the faction as a whole? What would make them better than they are right now? And that's already hard to believe.
I don't know, man. I mean, the problem is you have to sub out tanks for people who do some cool and wacky stuff. I would love a tank that like had some actual viability to the squad, not just a taunt, not just critical damage immune. Like that's boring. Get those shore troopers and those Garys. Gary, go do W2s. He's a W2 trooper. Not even managerial. Not even disgustingly bad. Give us someone who taunts and does something that actually helps the team. That would make that would be so perfect.
Yeah,
Hey, Arnold.
Arnold. Yeah, hit me up. What you got?
Since we're speculating, here's a little bit of a conspiracy theory. I don't know if you subscribe to conspiracy theories a little bit.
All the time.
It's no secret that a certain Capital Games and a certain Arnold T102 have a rough, rocky relationship, and that's fine.
Okay.
But the rebels and the Empire had a rocky relationship, and true. There's someone in there. Someone snuck the Death Star plans out to the rebels so they could blow up. That you guys can go see over on Meme Review. I'm talking exactly about one specific meme. Is there someone in Capital Games who secretly likes you and is funneling you Imperial Troopers every 3 or 4 months just to keep you happy, just to say, we're not the best, but here's some Death Star plans. Are they keeping you in? Do you have a secret admirer over at Capital Games?
Let me just say, we got Imperial spies lingering all across the galaxy. Even in a galaxy where the Arnold love is stifled, it's choked to death. Through the ashes rose the Phoenix. And here's the thing, that's why I never call it specific devs, because I know there's a lot of devs at CG that actually do like me. It's just the higher ups that have a bigger issue with me. So who knows? I'm hoping there's someone in there that's keeping the Imperial movement alive, because I am loving it. But you're 1000% right. Right now, when you create a Imperial Trooper team, you're kind of leaving out the Shore Trooper, the Pre-Ton. You're really only bringing it if you think that maybe Darth Revan might get a fear out there. Other than that, really, gosh, they have the damage. They got the speed. They have the turn meter. Really, the only thing that people have been asking for since Imperial Troopers first came out is they just have once there's debuffs going on, they can't control it. They can't do anything. And that's the only thing that's keeping Imperial Troopers relevant against Lord Vader's. If you can maybe pull up that funny shock trooper trick and the mass cleanse. Otherwise, if there's such a faction that, yes, of course, we can get creative and think of more ways, but they are in such a good spot. And that's why I'm hoping we're going to open up this year with a brand new Imperial Trooper. Because, oh man, starting off the year strong, because Imperial Troopers are kind of the free-to-play way of countering so many GLs and top-tier teams out there. So we'll have to wait and see where that comes out. How confident are you that this year's January 22 login award is going to bring us to victory? You feeling 20%, 69%? What's your rating before we get going to the next topic?
Well, I'm all about going above and beyond the Imperial Call of Duty. I'm going to go upwards of 169%.
Whoa!
No room for error.
Oh, he's giving you the PP gains guaranteed that we're going to see an Imperial Trooper this month. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm really excited to start this off. I know they're still on their little break, but usually they come back from their break, usually the second weekish of January. So I wouldn't expect anything anytime soon this week, but they're going to eventually come out of the woodworks to start chatting here. Let's move on to the next topic of conversation here. Omicrons and some kind of sneak peeks what the devs have for this year. Really quick, I know last time I made a collab, we actually talked about Omicrons on this channel. Has your opinion changed since then? I know you also applied some Omicrons. Why don't you go share with the audience what your first Omicron was?
Yeah. The first Omicron I applied as a free-to-play player, I'm scrounging around. I applied it to myself. It was a really rough go of it. Got at least 6 holds on defense at the ER. I was fine. I've recovered. We got our banners back. And then my second Omicron went to Qui-Gon Jinn. And Mace Windu's basicing for 370k. It's fantastic. I love me some good old Omicrons.
Yeah, I mean, at least you got the first one completely free to play. So I mean, that's as good as it gets right there. But yeah, the agility trading. I mean, it's here's the thing. I look at my roster, especially the way I play. I would love to have just another team that I have just come out and be useful to me. So this is on my radar. I got to make sure I save for both at Sign of Django, since all the top guilds are pressing for it right now. But yeah, Omicron, since we made that video, I do like them a lot. I think they're doing great stuff for the game, taking dead factions, dead teams, making them useful for people, getting more Grand Arena wins, more Territory War wins. Big fan of it, but I think you might agree with me. I think the biggest downside of Omicrons, you only can use them what? If you have a Territory battle on what? You can use it 2 times a month or whatever, or 2 Territory battles a month. Grand Arena, what? You only get to use it 3 times a week. Territory Wars, what is that? Maybe 4 times a month. I think the biggest problem that you might agree is that there's not really a lot of ways to one, test them out to see if maybe this is even something that the audience or the public wants to have. It's very hard to research and develop it. People just got to be mad lads and go for it and hopefully disseminate that information to the other people. But I'm hoping there's going to be a testing mode. Would you agree that this could use a little bit more help in regards to making it a bit more tester friendly?
Arnold, you're looking at this from the entirely wrong angle.
All right, enlighten me.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Enlighten me.
What does testing allow you to do? Use characters, have fun, create content. Without doing what? Spending money. Why would they ever do that? Why would they ever give us away?
It's sad. It's sad you say that, but that is one thing.
Do you know why you love Grand Arena, Arnold? Because it never happens.
Yeah,
it sits. It boils in your skin, and then it comes around, and you just can't wait to play it.
I know you're
if you
semi-joking.
could play that every day, you would die. The game would die.
That would be true. But the funny thing is, you're kind of semi-truthful here, because I have a feeling the reason why we don't have a sandbox is because 1, it doesn't make them money, and 2, it would cost them some degree of money to make it. And I think they actually enjoy people making blind decisions and just upgrading random stuff, because at the end of the day, the house is going to win in that situation. Well, we have a little bit of good news here from DojaFett that kind of did a little bit of a Q&A over. Oh, wow, that's a very small gameplay right there, Gary. Well, anyways, I'm going to read this out for you. On the Discord server, Doja did a few things that I think are very interesting. First things first, they talked about more characters with Omicrons. I'll read what they said. Can't talk about future characters, unannounced content. Essentially, from my personal point of view, I'd expect more Umis abilities for sure. Seems to make sense to bring back relevancy to older characters and open up the design space for future characters. And one thing I'm really hoping for, I want to see Tuskens get an Omicron at some point. I feel like it's such a shame that the Tuskens, we've seen him in Mando Season 2. Now we're seeing him in Book of Boba Fett a little bit. I think they're so interesting.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Spoiler, Boba Fett survives the Sarlacc pit. Oh, boy. Dang it, I know, right?
I knew we had to do it somehow.
That's point number 1 I want to bring up. I know they said that every new character is pretty much going to have a new Omicron, but I'm more interested in the older characters getting relevancy down the line, and hopefully they make the other game modes more important. Like, I think Territory Battle ones are kind of a waste right now for the most part. That's my own opinion. But here's the thing that I think is most important. Gary, can you actually put this up back on the screen here? Right here. Any updates on letting us test Omicrons and Squadron? Come on, zoom on in. Okay, come on, there we go. Can you get a little closer? I can't see your eyes.
Doing the manual zoom.
There we go. And then Doja says nothing major on feedback due to holiday break coming up. Not sure if they'll open up Arena like that, but they have indicated a potential for Omi abilities to be showcased / used in other areas so players can interact more with them. What do you take from that, my friend?
Oh, I think they might put it in Squad Arena just so that we can actually test it. Yeah, because I don't think they'd lose too much. Because they're out in the game. I think they wouldn't lose, because now at this point, Squad Arena is completely useless.
I actually I put like Wampin and Embo, and I dropped to like the 500s. It was the weirdest experience seeing all these random teams on a day 1 shard. But yeah, I think that's honestly the easiest thing to do. Squad Arena is literally useless, and I think it's kind of crazy they're still charging crystals to refresh battles. I have a feeling they'll straighten that out to make it at least a testing ground for Galaxers. But I think another area of opportunity is using them in Conquest. Like, what's wrong with using your Qui-Gon Omicron, a Zam Omicron inside of Conquest? I think that's another great way to get more advantage, because they're so fun. They're so transformative for a lot of these teams. Like, heck, I would probably do Jawa Omicron if I could use it in Conquest for the fun of it, because I don't really care about them in Territory.
You just wait, sir. You just wait. We're talking about why Conquest isn't fun. We don't have fun data discs. Just wait till they add a cup data disc that is literally just deployable cooling systems.
Oh, gosh.
They're giving him a deployable cooling system, Omicron. Throwing it in Conquest, Cup is amazing.
Man, Cup spamming that AoE, that would be super deadly, man. Just nonstop AoEs. Doing 2,000 damage.
Dude, no. I'm talking nonstop basics, baby.
Oh, gosh.
Basic turn meter gain. Basic. Stun.
It's almost like the Phoenix crew in Conquest, right? Non-stop attacks.
Never-ending story.
Yeah.
On T102.
This is another thing that annoyed me. I have not seen the Omicrons inside of the weekly shipments. and the question came up about the drop rates sucking in Cantina. The Cantina drops for Omis are not meant to be a good source of farming, more of a if you need one and really want to go for it type of situation, man. Okay, so yeah, I would not rely on firstly Cantina for it. But where is the Omicrons in the shard store? Not shards, or the weekly shipments, man. Have you used that at all? I know some people that use that stuff.
We talked about off cram. This is going to be a reach here, but hopefully you're a smart lad. Hopefully, I mean, we're talking off camera.
My mom says I am.
About my mom's a nice lady. My mom's a very nice lady. But anyway, we were
I said my mom, not your mom.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Anyways, continue.
I like where we're going. A lot of the stuff in The Witcher was lost in the translation, originally written in Polish. You're confusing the words. You're switching from capital games to player base. You have to translate correctly. Weekly shipments translates to packs. It's just an error. Yeah. You just got to learn how to speak CG and you'll be better.
Dude, man, if we had your way of thinking, I think this game would be a lot easier to chew. I think you're just you're cracking all the secrets right there.
I'm like a great pair of dentures. You can't chew, you pop me in. Oh man, chew away.
All right, final thing Dojo was talking about. This is more of a small sneak peek into what to expect in 2022. Definitely not a full road ahead type thing, which I do suspect we're going to see soon. Boba Fett being unlocked in 2 weeks. I would say in about 2 weeks or so, we're going to get our next road ahead. But anyways, here's what they're saying. Firstly, it looks like they're doing Star Wars Celebration this year. Last year was canceled, I think the year before, because of some nasty thing going around. I don't know what it was. And plus...
Omicrons came early.
Yeah, Omicrons came a little too early, apparently. Someone leaked that a little too early on CG's part. Then also, they're trying to get some things going for the community. Apparently, they're doing another Speed GAC sequel and other stuff I can't get into right now. Wow. But ideally, I want to build our increased presence, improve comms, and do more fun stuff. So one thing I'm hoping for with the Speed Grander, I think it was cool what they were trying to do. I'm not even myself, but I'm hoping maybe they get the 69 precinct in on this, man. I mean, the fact that, you're a top tier player in the game. I mean, I don't think Kyber 1 can contain your abilities. I mean, the way you lose Grand Arenas, it's something that not even a Kyber 1 person could do. So
exactly.
I think it was a fun idea, fun concept. I was really hoping, maybe it's still in the works, that Speed Grand Arena is going to be a way for you to play against your friends behind the scenes. So it's cool that they're bringing it back. I think it was a really cool community building tool, and it wasn't horrible for a first go around here. So it's cool to see that they got some things planned out. But man, I think the real road ahead is the 169% guarantee of the Scout Trooper 1 bajillion% confirmed with the daily login awards. Is there anything else you want to add before we get this show going over back to your channel?
Well, as far as Speed GAC goes, you're allowed a teammate, and obviously I'm not allowed to bring Arnold T102, but if I bring Arnold T103, I could probably pull it off. You
know what you should do? All right, so I got this big brain plan that we have here. Dude, get back in the center of the camera. So I have a second channel, right? What if I post Galaxy Wars videos there? Because that's not this channel. It's a completely different channel. You know what my biggest funny idea was?
Gamer and PP Gains come together.
Yeah, no. Here's my really big idea. I had this funny idea. If I say it now, they're gonna sniff it out if I ever do it. But I thought I'd start like a third channel, not even tell anybody, like promote it, and just pretend I'm a brand new content creator and just put out some banger videos, even better than what I'm doing now. And then CG invites me. The third YouTube channel, and then I do the big surprise, the big unveiling that it was really me the whole entire time.
You use like a voice changer.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be pretty. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Then you'll slip out like a Long Live the Empire, like process.
That's the game plan. I mean, here's the thing: I'm tied for #1 in Grand Arena. That's not enough to be invited to Speed Grand Arena. So I would not expect any sort of invitation unless I get into Kyber 0. Most likely. All right, we're gonna wrap it up right there, AP. Go check out his video. We did another. I think you probably shouldn't release the meme review because it's not the end of the Grand Arena season, and that's just gonna be bad juju for the next one. I think. I'll let him decide that the fate of Grand Arena is gonna be in PP Gains' hands.
It's gonna be uploaded.
It's gonna be uploaded. All right. So link down below. Link in one of the corners in the top right, left, middle, bottom. Make sure you like and subscribe to both of our channels. And AP Gains, as we work our way out of here, what do we always freaking say?
It's great to be in the Republic today.
I'm just going to end the recording.
Thanks for watching.
I'm ending the recording. Yeet. Bye!